From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run here with a rookie. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55.
To throw it is locked. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 72 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gano the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right now, you better bring it.
24 is the mic.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
You talk about this giant defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing 1 play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, what's the 6 guy? Check 6 guy. Safe.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, switch gears. Check the backer. Check safety.
Now it's Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch
in
tight.
Motion,
Tight
Slayton.
Right. 3 down. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mike 55.
Block now to throw.
Big stop, let's go.
Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Drew Lock with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
60 Eagle.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 7. Check Mike. 27.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Block now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 42 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
Here we go.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And now off to the races down the right side. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
He runs.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Robinson, the motion man right.
There in the middle, 55.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. Psyching 18. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Crash. 19 Lion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike,
In motion
55.
left, Robinson.
Check 55, Mike. Coming for you.
Hey, check Mike.
Now Locke.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
To Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Locke. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Even.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ricky.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
24 is the mic.
Check pass.
24.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another OSCE, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. OSCE tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the OSCE, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Mike 49. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Check 31.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? 49.
Lock gonna throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Jones on the return.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Rip left. 24.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
55's Mike, guys, 55.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Watch 55.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Wandale Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that end. Get out of here with some dignity. Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. In motion, Slayton. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
24 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. 24 is the mic.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Check 43.
They'll look to throw again. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Come on, let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Back to you.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
You ain't going nowhere.
55, Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Check 55, Mike. Here I come.
Throwing now is Locke. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Jamie Gillandale as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's go, D.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know he ain't got it. Check 99. Check 99.
Right back to Tracy.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense in front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down. You look at this Colt defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
A throw over the middle taken in, and he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, it's Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That's caught by Chosen, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Pollard will take it up the gut. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Titans at 6-3 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Trap 60.
In motion right, Campbell.
44. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On first and 10, it's Spears. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to follow here. hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check smash, check smash. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Go check, go check. Check.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Titan defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Now before this second down play, we'll get with and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
70 Timberwolves. Switch. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Tackles.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return it. As it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Mike 17. Mike 17. There we go.
Off play action. Richardson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mustang 19.
Now Richardson. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Kill. Turn up.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Titans 14, Colts 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
In motion right, Campbell.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Levis on 3rd down.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, we are.
From
Rig alert.
the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Now a 2nd and 6.
Viking 18.
Pick me up. Here we go. Shift.
Here's Pollard again. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
79 Broncos.
That's into the hands of Chosen. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
19 tight.
Our time. It's our time.
Shift.
Check.
Hurt.
Over. Roy.
18 Rattler.
Levis from the gun.
Watch twist.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 7.
Check 26.
Now a give here to Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel good.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 17, Mike 17. I got one.
And Richardson back to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. 17's Mike, Mike 17. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 44. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Mike,
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Peek edge, peek edge, peek edge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Mike. Check, go.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 9.
Six street. Check 6 guy.
Here's a give to Spears.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Guys, pick it up. Fofo's and Mike.
Levis looking to throw.
Yo.
He completes it to Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hurt.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down.
Here's Richardson to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That's taken on the 25. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Check safety.
Back.
They'll run left with Pollard. He's got it to the 43 here. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Hand off to Spears. And some strong running. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
19 Lion.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
4 down, 4 down.
Switch, switch. Joker, 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 joker.
They'll run with Spears. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Ballard will take it up the gut. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Bronco 80.
4. I'm here all day. Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo. I got him. I got him.
Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't